that everyone is able to just be closer to this altar in your tables is fine. I do want to look at how modern I am. I have my little program here. So what I wanted to begin with, was to really welcome each and every one of you for this very special recognition and affirmation of Esperanza and her work, and to be next to her partner, who now she gets to spend every day with. And I know how that feels. And the one, you know how it feels? Yeah. So no, we're really, really glad that everybody could join us. So I wanted to ask the people here, by the way, are going to form a little bit of a columna, right? And I call it pilares because it represents, in this case today, it's going to represent the three values del instituto. Tú eres mi otro yo, la cultura pura, y sí se puede. So that's how we're going to do it, and then Claudia's going to pair people. So we have male and female energy, okay? And by the way, you don't have to be so serious. I always try to start with jokes so that people would lighten up a little bit. I mean, it is an occasion to celebrate. I do appreciate everybody being, tuned in, if you will, or attuned, is that right, Cassandra? Attuned to these two, this pareja. But, feel free to just breathe, relax. If I tell jokes, please laugh. It makes me always feel good. So we're gonna do that. And Ms. Pilar is gonna be here. And you guys see? Yeah, I like that smile. There you go, this is a happy occasion. Come over just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So now, Espi and Gwen, please stand here. Espi's looking at me like, what the heck? But we're gonna do it. So what I wanted them to do right now, and this is symbolic, right? It's symbolic that you will walk towards that altar, and you first face it. And I don't know if everybody has been able to see the images that Esperanza, and I'm assuming you had influence, because you always do, right? At least on me, you have a lot of influence on me. And to, face those images, Esperanza, because one of the things that we're gonna do when we get there is that we're gonna be able to do the 4 directions. And I thought it's beautiful that you have those amazing pictures of your elders, your ancestors, your sisters, So at some point after we finish, I want to welcome everybody to just come by and look, because this is Esperanza's devotion, right? This is her she took the time to think about who she wanted in this altar. That's important. So if I can have you do that, and we're just gonna accompany you with sonata, okay? So nice and easy, nice and smooth. Okay, go. So if you can face your community, these are all people that love you very much. ¿Verdad? she said, just relaxes. She said, this is for all of you, and I'm like, right. But that's Esty. That's her. She's always been that way, you know. So at some point you'll, I'm sure, express to her how you feel about her work, her presence in your life, and your wishes for this pareja, you know, to continue in their path and working out how to live together every day. That takes what, 18 months? No. That's my point. So we wanted to put this something, but give you a gift for this particular part of the ceremony. I'm sure that there's many more that will come. And for one, I'm going to ask you to do the blessing. And there is a little bit more. I didn't know how much sage to use because it is, you know, it is what it is. So, but this is what we have for Esty. I got this, by the way, give away a secret. Gwen and Esty and me and Orion went to New Orleans in May, and we had a blast. Okay, we had a blast. We got along so well. They introduced us to all the places to see and where to eat, and of course, you know, I love to see the musicians on the street. So it was just such an amazing experience. But we picked this up, and it's, you know, it's brown and black, right? It's like you guys. Yeah. Brown and black. Women, I love it. So we wanted to give you this. Really, it symbolizes to us and for you, you know, your unity, right? Which you've had for many years. We've been together a long time. I see your love, your joy, your respect, and you know, we just want to wish you many, many more years ahead, and lots of fun, lots of adventures. I believe in adventures. Right? You too, Gwen. I know. I know you do. So that's what we'd like to do, and then Juan's going to offer a lesson to you both. So I'll pass it on to you.
Pues, Mateo, thank you for including me, Estela, and thank you, Esperanza and Gwen and Esperanza. You are both so special to so many people, everyone here, but so many people in our concentric circles of community. Everything that you have done, and we look to you for conversation and thought partners and fun partners, and just as a couple also who have been together for a minute, we just are joyous to see you in this next phase. And that poster out front, which Gwen worked on with William, is what I understand, is perfect. It's just perfect, and it speaks to what we wish for both of you. And it'll be a learning process. So I just want to offer it with a little bit of smoke and a little bit of agua.
I can get this smoke. we wanna, we just paid, those of you who noticed, we wanna do the 4 directions now. And, you know, the 4 directions have, are very important. They are ancient. The wisdom is beyond our imagination, what people have thought of as they learned about honoring the natural world, relationships, you know, and really, I think, asking the question about what was the most needed in the spiritual life of people. So the 4 directions are just our way of saying thank you to those different directions, and to also, you know, bring them here, bring them to you. And you know, your ancestors here, your families here, but bringing those 4 directions is part of this blessing for you today. So we're going to do that. I want to just ask everybody who's able to stand up. If you're not, that's fine. And we will be facing the east first. And the east represents male energy, the sun, and passion, the heart, corazón. And it has so many other meanings, but we will just say that that energy, that's, you know, solar energy, that spiritual energy is meant today, in particular for these 2 mujeres that have brought a lot of light to their communities. So we're gonna again, has so much meaning that it is the moon, it's the water, it's illumination. This is the direction of sometimes it, you know, has had to really, really struggle in a world that lacks, many times lacks those energies. So women are so important, right, to them, to anything, but to movements, to their families, you know, to their community members. So, and this is what is also important for, you know, both Gwen and Esperanza, to receive that energy back to them, because they have always been giving. And I know that, you know, they have put out a lot of love, a lot of illumination, and a lot of understanding, and help people to just continue moving forward. You know, just like the water does. You want to stop the water, you can't. The water will continue to go. And so that's just what they go with the flow. They love it. They love it. And so it is yours. So we're gonna face the north. And the north is the place of our ancestors. I always like this image that was offered to me years ago, which is that it's, you know, our ancestors sit on a mountain. And it's the highest mountains that we can imagine. And they sit there looking on all of us. And they're always pendiente, they're always thinking about us. They're always asking us to think about, you know, not only them, but also all the world around us. So they give us a lot of strength and wisdom as well. And I think, you know, this is the direction now as Esperanza, your mother's there. You know, and we've spoken of that before, your mama's there. And she's right now looking, and she's got a big old smile. And your sister, right? And other relatives. And you can say that, all of us can say that, those people that have gone on in our lives, they don't disappear. They just go to another place and they look back on us. So we call on them today to keep this pareja, you know, in memory, in remembrance of their, probably it would be just called call it el oro, right? The gold of our life, which is our family relations and our community relations. And we wish you all of that energy comes back to you now as you give it forward. We're gonna have to face the south. Where this fantastic I thought is that Esperanza has been so thoughtful about. And the south also represents the new energy, the new beginning, children, you know, the joy, the celebration, and being able to look at things differently, in a new way, right? To help as you're looking forward. I never use the word retirement, to tell you the truth. I think people notice about me. I say, I don't want to be retired. I already worked a long time. But I do think of, you know, this direction as re-energizing, as repurposing, as thinking about a new way to be individually as an individual, which we all are, and with our partners and with our community. We now have different experiences, and you know, there's a time when that path, that road, it needs to change. It needs to change. And so accepting it, embracing it, and really enjoying it is so important. So when we start to think about, you know, I mean, we will miss the people we work with. I can tell you that out of experience. But we let go of all the, you know, all the things that are, you might call them the burdens, right? The burdens of our work. And that's what I want for the clothing, is that we see you at New Orleans Justice every year. And then we go out and there's some rooms. And then we do whatever, and you do whatever you want. And, you know, you're happy with your family, and everything's good for you, the both of you. You deserve it, and we're happy to offer that to you. So, giving thanks to the South. Then we're going to just turn to the center. And the center is the center. The center is where all these energies come together. And we look above us because we have a universe, we have a sky, we have a Father. That's what they say, the Father's sky, the Native people say. And then we have Mother Earth below us. And no matter how many cement apparatuses there are, how many buildings go up, Mother Earth is there. And so that's why we always give honor on Mother Earth. And we always ask people to, even if it's one thing you do every day, take care of Mother Earth. You know, do it out of your heart, out of your respect, and to honor our Earth. And so we will end with that. There we go. So we wanted to offer, I think, a song. Actually, we just sing it. So we're going to offer a song that we have, and some of you probably may know it, and we invite you to sing it. But I do want to say, you know, because I have the opportunity, and I take opportunity, is that I've known Esperanza for 14 years. And the story goes that she came in for an interview with me because I was like Desperate Debbie. You guys remember that? I mean, I was like nervous because we didn't have the person that we needed, and I had not seen that person yet, you know? And I'm a person who feels, and I'm like, this don't feel good. And then Esty comes in, and in one conversation, one interview, I just like, I don't think we even finished the interview, and I was like, I want her. I want her. I was so happy when she said yes. And I know why I'm happy, because I'm not surprised that she has been such a, good, strong, compassionate leader. She was my confidant. Don't tell them all the things I did. But it's true. When I was the most troubled or the most conflicted or the most whatever, Esperanza could sense that in me. She'd come and sit down, and we'd have these wonderful, beautiful, deep conversations. And she nunca faltó respeto. Esperanza was always respectful. And that's important, and it's a sign of a good human being to be that way, right? And I do have to say that I had my moments with my Esperanza, and she's like, okay, fine. I gotta say it, because she was stubborn. And I told her, is she stubborn? And she's like, oh, she has her own way. But, she wanted to work so hard, sometimes way too hard. And I go, no, you can't do that. You can't take another project. And then she'd be like she's ready. And then she'd come back, and she'd come back. And, I was going to put a sign up there, no ESPYs allowed. leave me alone. But Esperanza was always about the next horizon for his people. And that is a solid devotion, commitment, and that doesn't happen every day. So the fact is that, she lifted my life, my leadership, and she deserves all the respect and all the love that people can give her. This one deserves it. And and she's just did an amazing work. We will not take a lot of time. I'll just tell you, I called her the multi-million-dollar lady. That's a hint of the work that she did, according to so I want to just say thank you, Esperanza. I love you very much, and really happy to be with you in this time.
So this song, which many of you may know, is a song that we've been honored to share, and it's the Warrior Woman song. And there's no other song when we were thinking, Stella and I always like to sing something when we're honoring someone, and it's the one that comes to mind for you, and also for you.
I'll be in happy. All right, almost there. Thank you all. Now it's their turn.
Thank you, Ruben Estela, for this ceremony and for the people that stood with me. There's a reason why I selected each of you. And I hope you know that it goes to how much I respect who you are, what I've learned from you, how much I respect what you do, how much I have gone through with you, how many years I spent at IFR with you, what you and I have gone through in different times, how much respect I have for all of your work. I have many more people to thank that will come at a later part, but it was it made a lot of sense to me that Estela referred to the three pilares of IFR, because I've been thinking in planning for this ceremony what I might say, and I've been thinking a lot about the Olin, which is IFR's logo mark, which in Mayan tradition means the wind and change and transformation, and how much this is an important change that I know I need to make, and that I'm ready to finally embrace and pull myself away from IFR and the wonderful people that I've worked with for 14 years to start another chapter with Gwen. I agree so much with what Estela said about retirement and the negative imagery that's often associated within society, that people are put out to pasture or otherwise their best years are behind them. And I agree. I see a lot of adventure ahead for us. We probably won't be zip lining in the Amazon, climbing, rock climbing, or hiking on the Himalayas. But we will figure out what our adventures are. And I know we have a lot of. We have been looking forward to this time for some time, and so I'm very glad to share this momentous occasion with all of you. If there's one thing I learned from, the people that I've lost over the years, is how precious life is. And all of you have taken time from your precious lives to celebrate this moment with me. And so I very much want to thank you and let you know how much it means to me. So thank you so much.
And with that, we should celebrate, enjoy some wonderful food that we have for you, and have something to drink. And thank you all for being here. We'll say something more later on this evening, so
Please help yourselves.
yeah.